very special. I'm going to break down a live call recording of Bryce doing a 6-week sale call for my gym, Breakthrough Active Adamstown. Now, for me personally, the number one way I like to get better at sales is to actually review calls and definitely review my own calls too. Now, I have never listened to a call that I thought that was perfect. There's mistakes in every single call, which is why I continue to break them down to ensure that, hey, like if you are making the same mistake time and time again, very, very subtle changes is all you need often. Now, Bryce is a killer salesperson. He's just started getting better and better and better every single week. So I'm thrilled to have him on board, and let's break it down. And before we do, I'm going to share this into our Facebook group. Now, I'm going to be live for about 40 minutes. So if you can hear me, like comment below. I'm not going to send you a message. Just to literally give me the thumbs up and to let me know, that would be great. Let's put this in the group. Just bear with me. Okay, I can hear myself. All right. Okay, this is in a group, Fitness Business Growth. Lots of great shit in there if you want to learn more about marketing and sales. So let's rock and roll. So we're running a 6-week fitness fundamental program. The way we run our gyms is the same way we run our Done For You Everything accounts, where I pretty much run the marketing. We try and book sale calls, we outbound them. If they don't, they sign them up for an intro offer into a membership after. So let's go through this call. Before we record these calls, we send obviously the person a message in regards to, hey, your call will be recorded for training purposes. I'm not going to share any personal information, and I'll cut it off right before the end once Bryce actually closes the sale. So let's do it.
From Adamstown Breakthrough, how you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Was this still a good time to chat?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So for me, you always want to ask, is it a good time to chat? Because if it's not, if they're driving, they're busy. I do like to try and reschedule the call. Otherwise, it's a very, very easy smoke screen at the end to say, hey, I'm busy, call me back later.
Yeah, awesome. Fantastic. So you've booked in some time to chat about our 6-week challenge and come through to the gym. What kind of sparked your interest?
Well, I just got back from Europe and I wanted to lose weight.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
No, I just haven't really gone. Since COVID, I haven't really gone back to the gym properly. So yeah. I want to get back into normal.
So I have many great sale influencers. 7th Level, Jeremy Minor, Matt Ryder, Andrew Poulton, Brooke Triplett. And one of the best questions I ever got off them was like, at the start of the phone call, what sparked your interest? Pausing with that tone. It's important to set the frame of the phone call. They booked in with you. You're the expert, you're the authority, and you want to remind them, well, hey, like, what about the ad did you like? You're obviously very busy. Why did you book the call today? So I love that question. And in sales and in life, having the frame is really, really important because she needs us more than we need her. She has a really big goal to achieve.
Balancing fitness in my daily routine.
Yeah, I love that. So you kind of just set up a good habit for yourself back in the swing of things. Yeah. And so a good trip to Europe then, hey? If we Awesome, cool. All right. Is it cool if I ask you?
50 seconds, Bryce is connected, they have a little bit of rapport, time to move on. Do not waste time here. If your calls drag out, once again, the likelihood of something coming up at the end of the call is more likely.
A couple of quick questions, kind of see like, a bit more about like where you're at now compared to where you're
at. Yeah,
Fantastic. And how old are you, Catherine?
So now we're moving into what I like to call the situation phase of the call. Like, where are you now and where do you want to be? And we start to create a gap.
31,
awesome. And what would you say is obviously so you're looking to come in and kind of like set yourself up with a habit, a bit of a routine. What would be like your main goal? Like, what are you looking to achieve?
I want to go to the gym at least 3 to 4 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
And
so as opposed to asking what is your weight directly, what is your main goal? It's called conversational threading. She's going to start talking now. Bryce's job is to pluck out what are those important things, clarify.
Want to get, I don't know, I just want to normalize in gym and not having to think about it, just do it. That's just how my life used to be. It just used to happen.
Yeah.
ask why. Like, you know, I didn't be like, oh, am I going to the gym today? It was just a habit that I did. So I want to get it back into a habit and not a thought.
Yeah, I love that. So so this would just be kind of like your bit of your kind of kickstart, a bit of a push to kind of motivate you, get the ball rolling, and get that kind of back into being just a regular part of your day.
Like, I'm not looking for a short-term fix or anything. It's
just to clarify, Brooke has already gotten. Sorry, talking to Brooke. Bryce has already got such a great goal in regards to an amazing goal in 2 minutes. It's been 2 minutes onto the call, and far too often, fit pros fart ass around at the start of the phone call and just do not get to the goal fast enough.
more, just to chuck it back into my lifestyle.
I love it. And so, like, obviously, if we can get it back as part of your day to day, and do we, you know, I think you said, you know, we wanted to lose a little bit of weight. What do you weigh at the moment?
I don't know, maybe like 60, maybe.
So at that point when someone says, I want to lose weight, I want to get back into it for XYZ reasons, fit pros often jump down their throat. Great, we can help you. I'm so happy to help you. It's exactly what we offer. Bryce is just continuing to probe, continuing to clarify. She has a weight loss goal. Now, let's find out the gap.
Between 60 and 65, 63 or something, 62.
Yeah, so around there, kind of like that. Yeah, call it a 60.
So straight away, this isn't a big weight loss goal, so this may be a more challenging call.
2.5 if you want. And what do you want to get that back down to? Like, where were you kind of feeling most comfortable?
I think I felt most comfortable maybe like 60, 50, like 58 to 60, which is probably really good. But I'd be happy around 59, 60.
Yeah, gotcha. And that was pre-COVID that you were kind of around that weight, or was it more recently than that?
I was going to say during COVID I lost a bit of weight.
I love that question from Bryce, because now we have a weight loss goal around 5 or 6 kilos. Now he's finding out, like, hey, how long has it been since you've been that way? And if we can establish a long enough time frame, it means that she has been unhappy for a while. She has been thinking about it. She's on this call to take action.
I don't know. I've just been so between those weights all the time. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you. Maybe before then.
Yeah. So been a little while. And obviously, apart from the Europe trip, you know, what's kind of happened for you over that time? Like, that's kind of kept you out of it being that consistent habit. What's been happening for you?
I don't know. We ended up getting a dog in that time, so normally when I would walk her, that would be my gym time. So that's why I'm kind of finding it hard to kind of fit the gym in, because that's when I kind of walk the dog. So that's why I haven't really put on like this amount of weight. Like, I'm not feeling fat or anything or whatever, but I just want to get it back to a bit more healthy and a bit more challenging than just, you know, walking my dog.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it is a little bit different. Obviously, great to be out and about and obviously look after the pup. But yeah, just something a little bit more intense and stuff for yourself. So yeah, love it. Okay, awesome. And so when you were training, was it like with a PT?
It's got a bit of a gap, 5-6 kilos. She's doing a bit of exercise with the dog, and she wants something a little bit more intense. I do think this prospect is actually quite difficult in terms of they're being quite vague with, I want to be this, I want to be that, not really clarifying. So Bryce has to land a punch here soon.
A group gym, what type of stuff was it?
It's always been a bit of a mix. Haven't been with PT for many moons, but small group exercise and just also comfortable doing my own thing. But I don't know, I've just been so off and on the gym that I've signed up to balance at the start of the year that I was only going like a handful of times, so I couldn't really get to it.
Yeah, fair enough. And what's kind of changed now?
I think Bryce made a mistake there. When she said I was going to balance previously and she stopped going, I'd want to try and uncover, well, why did she stop going? Like, what got in the way and why did that end? Because if she's trained recently and she's done small group before, like, if she's done small group, she kind of knows the price around 50, 60 a week. But why did she stop? And the majority of times it is she didn't really enjoy it or she wasn't held accountable. And then you would use those things later in the call to craft that magical pitch to help get her across the line.
I don't know. Just want to get it done. I don't know. Just want to summer coming up.
Yeah.
Want to look a bit better.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. So just that little bit extra push and kind of get it through. So that's all cool. Fantastic. Well, so I love all that, and I do think Actually, did you see the timetable and a couple of text messages before our call?
I think that section was a little bit rushed. Just once again, I would have clarified why did she stop at balance outside of walking her dog. The good thing is she threw in there, I want to get ready for summer. Summer's coming quickly.
I didn't go to them, but I did get a few messages.
Yeah.
So before we book phone calls, if someone books in a phone call with us, we actually send them a copy of our timetable in the nurture sequence. Reason being is, if the answer to that question is yes, I've seen the timetable, we can skip this part of the phone call, which sometimes can drag out as morning, mid-morning, or afternoon work better for you. And we want to keep this call in the emotional buying pocket. We don't want to go logistics in regards to, I can make Monday at 6 a.m, I can make Tuesday 9:30, I can make, I can't make Thursday, maybe it can come Friday. So if you are doing a book a call funnel and you are scheduling phone calls, send them the timetable before the phone call to make sure that they can actually suit those times. And quite often the answer is yes, but it saves a long amount of time here.
Yeah, no.
I did check your timetable last night.
Spoke too soon, she did.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I think, did you have ones at 5:10 or something?
5:15, yeah, 5:15. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. So I don't live too far away, so I was hoping to. I'm not much of a morning workout person, so.
So once again, we sent her the timetable. She actually has looked at it. So I listened to these calls live with you. But she's looked at the timetable and she's already picked the time that she wants to come to. And what we're getting is more micro commitments. So she opted in, she booked in a phone call, she went to a thank you page, she would watch a video of our trainer Brody. She's going to then open another text message with a timetable. Just sunk cost, like she's already invested this much time into the program. She may as well just keep going now.
It would be good to start going in the mornings, but I'm not. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, 100% sold on.
I do prefer in the afternoon, but I will do mornings.
Yeah, got you. Like the good thing about training in the morning is like you do get it ticked off, done for yourself before the rest of the day gets in the way of that. Yeah. Look, typically for us, like I know you're looking to kind of build this habit, so like anywhere between like 2 to 4 times a week is going.
I think Bryce made a mistake there too. So I would have said then, yep, so we have those morning sessions, and if you have every intention of coming at 5:15, let's book that timing, because our most successful members do typically train in the morning as they get it out of the way. But let's say that you do not make it, let's say that you can't make that time, at least you have the afternoon session as a backup. So that's how I would have handled that. So just little things, right? Like this call's good, but it's never perfect, and we want perfect.
It's going to be that great kind of starting point. Like 3 would be your average, right? Just depending on what you've got going on. Gives you a bit of flexibility to come through. Do you think like the 3 a week would be doable for you if you were, even if you're doing those morning sessions?
Pardon, 3 times a week?
Yeah, do you think it would be doable?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. No, cool.
I would have changed that too, is in like our most successful members come between 2 to 4 times per week. We find 3 is the magic number, because if you ask a question and you're not certain of the answer, what if she says no then? And this is why we do call recordings. Maybe that was the only call that was said, maybe it wasn't, but just little things make a huge difference when you are trying to increase your close percentage. And I had an amazing salesperson on our podcast, Brett Cromer, and something really stood out. He said lots of sales just fall over because of silly logistical errors or silly mistakes. And I think that was a silly mistake, which could have led to a logistical objection.
Fantastic. And was it more so going to be those mornings, do you think? I mean, look, you get access to the entire timetable, so.
Well, the other one's at 45.
She's already kind of clarified, so I would have moved on here.
Afternoon, was it? I definitely wouldn't be doing any during the day.
Yep.
I mean.
Can you notice a difference when they were talking at the start of the phone call in regards to situation? What have they tried previously? She got back from Europe. She hasn't felt like herself since COVID. It's a very, very, very different emotional conversation. And now we've moved into logistics, and it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You can lose rapport in this part of the phone call. So ideally, we send our timetable through. Great. Our most successful members come between 2 to 4 times a week. Do you think they can make that work? Yes. Move on.
And maybe on Thursdays I work from home. But yeah, I think usually I stay back a bit at work, and that's in the city, so I probably wouldn't make those ones in the afternoon. So yeah, I don't know. I just want to get it done in the morning and just.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
So one of those in the morning before, like so we've got a 15, 6, and 6:45.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Awesome, cool. Also, look, Catherine, we know we can help you. You know, obviously, building up that habit is a big thing for us.
So we're only about 6 minutes into the call, and Bryce has a lot of information. The best sales mentor I've ever had said this to me, and I believe it to be true, is the bigger the why. Sorry, if you get better at asking the next question, the better you get at finding out what is their why do they want to achieve it, the higher the price, the higher the ticket, and the more sales you will close. So the point is you can do a lot wrong at the start of the phone call, you can do a lot wrong at the end of the phone call, but if you have a really good emotional why, you will close more sales. So if you are looking to get better at sales, the lowest hanging fruit is get better at the next section, which is finding out why is it so important.
For us, you know, getting fit and strong, toning up, trimming up a little bit for summer, just with the type of training that we do, a bit of nutrition support, okay? But a big part of the challenge, like you said as well, is keeping you accountable and motivated. And so, you know, for us to do that, we want to uncover your why and your reason for wanting to make a change. And I know we touched on it a little bit earlier in the call, but why exactly is it so important for you to achieve these goals and get back into?
See how Bryce asked that question? It was like, I understand you want to achieve X, Y, Z. You spoke about it before, so active listening, because you don't want them to say, like I told you, or I've already said. And then he asks his question in such a beautiful way, like, why? Why is it so important for you to achieve your goals? And if you ask this question, why is it so important for you to achieve your goals? You're probably going to get the answer of healthy and fit. You'll move on and you won't be able to clarify and probe further.
That's good.
I don't know, I just want to feel healthier.
Everyone's favorite line, right?
Challenge myself. I don't know, just get back to how I was before COVID, I guess. Just a bit more motivation and just...
You see how she's kind of finishing a sentence and pausing slightly? Like she's actively thinking about why she wants to achieve it. And far too many fit pros would jump in when she is pausing. If you literally just stay silent, it's difficult, and give them space to think and space to talk, they're going to feel uncomfortable and they're going to start talking because people do not like sitting in silence. It's incredibly difficult. I still struggle with it. But if you can just take a breath and just sit there, you just ask someone, like, why is it so important? Like, these answers can't be given instantly because you want them to genuinely think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just know that it just made me feel overall better when I was just consistently working out, I think.
Yeah. Well, that was going to be my question. Like, what is it about before COVID that you really loved or that you do want specifically? Anything in particular?
So Bryce reminded her, you haven't felt this way since COVID 3 years ago. Once again, creating urgency.
I think I'm just, I don't know, maybe like just emotional balance.
Here's my little rant for the call. There are a lot of people giving sales advice. It should not be giving sales advice. Discounts, non-stop, selling session packs and giving half away for free. Like, it really, really bothers me. If you have to use discounts, if you have to use sales, if you have to give away the farm to sell, you're not actually selling. If you want someone to actually buy into your program and to buy in what you do and to commit to their goals, it needs to be a decision based on their emotions, not because they're getting a session for free. But I really want to just uncover their why.
Because so I think like when you're working out and you're staying quite fit, it's just easier. I don't know, you just feel happier.
I love it. I do agree, 100%. Fantastic. And look, I guess just come along with me for a second. Like, imagine you woke up tomorrow. You know, look, you're 58. It's easy, not a problem. You're there. You're training that 3 to 4 times a week in the mornings.
I love this. So what Bryce is doing now is doing a future state question. So he's putting her into the future. He's trying to get her to identify as a person that she wants to be, who's training 3 days a week, who's 58 kilos, who's feeling great. Now, quite often, depending on the type of prospect, it can land really well or really poorly. Sometimes it can be almost confused. But the ones that it land well on, like, you can almost hear them smile through their face. And it's probably my favorite part of the phone call because you can just, at this point, you can realize just how much their goals mean to them. And it's an amazing transformational experience.
Ticking it off. You're a morning trainer now. It's part of your life. You're feeling fantastic, and looking forward to summer. How do you think? How would that impact your life?
I don't know. I'm hoping it's just going to overall. I have no idea. That's a tough question.
Yep. just better.
Pardon?
Just better. Just be better.
Yeah, I don't know. Just feeling.
See how Bryce just isn't jumping in, or do you want to fit better in clothes? Do you want to have more energy? Just be better. Like, he's just giving her room to think, room to breathe, for her to expand, which is just one of the most important things you can do on a sales call. I love talking. Bryce loves talking. Most sales guys love talking. At this point, you just want them to be speaking.
I'm lazy. I just don't like the part of myself that's kind of let that fitness kind of get out of my habitual life. I want to just get back to normal.
Fantastic.
Because gym for me was normal, but now it's like an effort, and I don't want it to be anymore.
Yeah.
There's a conflict within her. She's not living her identity. She wants to be that person. Once again, creating real urgency to make a decision.
So just getting it out of being a task and a chore or a to-do, and just having it back as, this is the part.
Sorry, I probably should mention, I do miss the social side too.
I love just that, active listening. He's playing along, and once again, it's encouraging her to talk more.
Quite motivating when you bump into the same people each morning and they're all making the effort, so it kind of makes you put in the effort too.
Oh, 100%. Really, and it's just one of those extra layers of that kind of experience, or like that motivation, right? Like when it's not just...
So at the start of the phone call, when she said that she stopped going to a gym, and now she's talking about she loves the group environment, she loves the accountability, he could go back to that now. If that was the reason why she stopped, right? Yeah, and you mentioned before that, like, you've got a balance in your life that, and you kind of stop because you were missing the accountability and seeing the same people. But like, you have that here, and I do feel like that will help make a big difference. And then she would probably say, "That's right."
It's not just you and the trainer. You've got some new friends and stuff, and all that type of stuff. Yeah, fantastic. No, and what I was getting from you is, like, it was your identity, part of like who you were before. Yeah, so I love that. Look, I do think, Catherine, what we've got is actually going to help you. And
so Bryce is stuttering deliberately there. He's not saying I can definitely help you, because if you say can definitely help you, you sound like a salesperson. So we are 9 minutes into the call. He's gotten all this great information. There's a conflict within inside her about her identity, who she used to be, who she wants to be. And if you've noticed, he hasn't said one thing about our program, not a single thing. I watched some training the other day. Oh, it almost killed me. It was just from a guru, from a coach, from a consultant. Like, yeah, we'll give you the cardio, we'll give you the weights. It's just, they don't care about your solution yet until you understand what their goal is and what their why is. And most coaches, gurus, consultants, they have the best intentions, and they do feel as though they can help you improve their sales, but they haven't been in the hot seat. They haven't done these calls. And whether it's me or someone else, I really do think you should audit, like, where do you get your information from? Like, my influencers, Alex Hermosi, Andrew Poulton, Brooke Auerbach, Matt Ryder, Jayme Richardson, 5 of the best salespeople on earth, right? So just be mindful of where you hear things, and then when you do, filter them. Like, should I listen to this person? Do I agree with that? What happens if it works? What happens if it doesn't?
I'd love to tell you about it, if that's okay. Awesome. So just due to the personalization, the customization of bringing new members on each week, we only take on 5 a week, just so we can make sure, we're welcoming you aboard and getting you back into the swing of things really well. So I do have a space for this week, and I do have one for next week as well. Now,
so right there, this one's a Monday, a call on a Monday a while back, and we're given the option, hey, you can start this week or you can start next week. So she has no option to put it off. It is completely different from an action taker discount or creating scarcity. Like, hey, we start people this week and next week. She's going to choose at the end.
The price for our 6-week challenge is $66 a week, and the total for that.
I think this is important. So we've tried and tested this. I like giving the price before the pitch because then the pitch justifies the price, right? So we pitch the price and then go through the script, and it avoids price shock. And in this situation here, she just goes with the flow, so it's obviously not going to be an issue. But when you drop the price here, sometimes you can almost feel it through the phone that like, oh, that was expensive, or I wasn't expecting that, which now gives you the remainder of the pitch to justify it. So whether it lands well or it doesn't land well, craft this beautiful picture, link it with their goals, link it with the right reasons why they failed, and link it with their why.
Then it would be $396. Okay. Now, the reason that it's 6 weeks is because we want you to see some really positive change. Obviously, building that habit, you're going to be on a really good roll by then. We're definitely going to be seeing a couple of kilos lost. Jean's coming on a little bit easier, obviously. Just feeling fit and fantastic. So, in that 6 weeks, for it to be successful, we've got our 3.
So Bryce is selling the destination. He's not selling the journey, right? He's selling the destination. In 6 weeks, it's possible for you to lose a few kilos and change your habits. I love that. We're not selling kettlebell swings.
3 core pillars. So, number 1, got
3 core pillars. Got it from Brooke Orbach. It's amazing. Everyone should use it in their fitness program.
to be effective. Number 2, it's got to be enjoyable. And then lastly, we're going to provide you with lots of support. Okay, so if I break that down a little bit, effective just means that we want to see results.
Before Bryce breaks it down, effective, enjoyable, support. If a program's effective, they're going to get result, which is what the person wants. If they enjoy it, they're going to be consistent and continue, which this person hasn't done before. They have the support. Then when it gets difficult, and it will get difficult, they have that person to bring them back in. I don't care whether you sell pole dancing, and I have sold pole dancing, or a transformational program, or Pilates, or spin. Effective, enjoyable, support.
Okay, so all of our sessions are that kind of combination of weights, toning, fitness, cardio work. We do kind of full body approach each and every session. And obviously you've done some group stuff before, so you probably have a pretty good idea of how that's going to go. Trainer-led session and adapting the classes to suit you where you're at right now. And just, getting it done, basically, right? We do have some...
Bryce is doing really well at the moment. He's closing like an absolute demon. So I do not like coaching people's pitches because everyone has their own way of saying it. But it's all about effectiveness, enjoyable support.
Meal plan examples and some recipe packs and things that have come out as well, just to help you, because generally our nutrition and our training go hand in hand, right? So just kind of help you along with that a little bit as well. Now,
so when Bryce said at the start, I will coach him on this actually. When Bryce said at the start, I want you to lose a couple of kilos, bang, 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 I would start with the 3 core pillars. It has to be effective. And then I would link the exercise and the nutrition with the few kilos in the first 6 weeks. So it's feature, exercise, nutrition, benefit, so you can lose weight, the solution, so you can feel like your old self.
The second pillar was the enjoyability. Because it goes without saying, like, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, you're not going to keep it up at all, right? It's just going to fall off to the side. Like if I said to you, hey, we're going to run on the treadmill and have chicken and broccoli every day, you're going to tell me to get lost, right? So we want it to be fun, have something that you're looking forward to doing. Workouts changing all the time. Great group of people coming through, having a laugh.
So once again, so important. What has she tried previously? If they say that they haven't enjoyed it, they haven't liked what they're doing, it's too hard, I had an injury, whatever the case may be, how I would pitch this is, yep, so like you were at Anytime Fitness, you mentioned you got started off really well, but you lost motivation, you lost support, you had a knee injury, so it's super important you actually enjoy our program. What that means is that you look forward to coming to the gym. You look forward to the food that you're eating, and we can meet you at your current level of fitness. You have my word, you'll never be made to do something that you're not comfortable doing, because if you enjoy what you're doing and you get the effective results, that's when the magic happens. That's how I pitched that part there. It lands really well, like, that's what I was missing, the enjoyment.
So that you're actually looking forward to coming in, having that to your day, like you said as well, like that social aspect, so it just makes it a little bit easier to come along to, right? Yeah. The last part is the support. So, we feel like this is probably the key, just so, whether that's your trainer in the session, making sure that the program is suitable to you, like as you're coming back in and building that habit back up, just adapting whatever we need to.
With that done for you, everything service, one of the biggest questions I ask is what do you actually sell for your 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 28 days, 21 days sessions, nutrition, accountability? You don't need to add on lots of stuff. If you complicate how someone gets started, if you complicate on how you onboard someone, can cause issues in the future. We had a gym, they signed up, and about a week later, I chose not to work with them because the way they onboarded clients was a nightmare. Like, they had to come at Monday at 8 p.m. for their orientation and scan. And they wonder why people aren't signing up. Like, you're making it difficult for people to join your gym. So I recommend keeping your onboarding super simple.
Or us checking in with you outside a session, making sure that things are going along the way that you want them. Anything else we can do to help, make sure that you're motivated and so that build that habit back up. So high fives when things are going great, and maybe a kick up the backside if you do need it, right? So
Yeah.
cool. Does that?
I think you rushed that bit, didn't let it land. So high five when things are going well, and a friendly kick up the backside when they're not. 99 times out of 100, they'll laugh. She was the one.
Does that kind of all make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Awesome.
So there, Bryce was the key part of the script. So to summarize, what we really want to do is help you lose those first few kilos, help recreate that habit, and get you back on track so you felt how you felt before COVID. Shut up and pause. Let that sink in. She's going to go back to that place, back to the why. And then I will do what Bryce is doing, which is starting the trial close section.
So anything kind of stand out or resonate in particular?
No, I think it sounds like what I'm looking for.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Nothing.
So this part of the call is, in my opinion, if you suck at sales, you do a good job in the why, you do a good job trial closing, you'll get a lot of people across the line. So did anything stand out or resonate in particular? And she'll often say, yeah, I just love the fact that it's going to be enjoyable. I love the fact that you guys have support there. Like she said, it's exactly what I'm looking for. But if you ask that question with a bit more pausing, a bit more drawn out, with more of a questioning tone, she will open up and tell you exactly what resonated. And we're about to ask for bank details, and she's telling it's exactly what I want.
Fantastic. And so you do feel like this could potentially, help you reach your goal?
Yeah, it does. I mean, is this what was I going to say? Do most people only just sign up to challenges? Have you got members that have been there for years? Or?
Oh yeah, no, definitely years. This is kind of like, I guess you would say, like how you just kind of like get rolling. We just give you the option to hey, look.
It's a pretty rare question as part of the call. You typically don't get it because most people know that it's like intro into membership.
It's 6 weeks to get started. So some people it's just like get the ball rolling and then like make sure that it's the timetable's really great for you. You're loving the classes. It's just so like you feel secure that you don't have to sign up to like a whole year or anything, right? So so you get to come in on.
That was a mistake there. He shouldn't have said sign up to a whole year. I don't like the word sign up at all. Yeah, so the first introductory program goes for 6 weeks. Is to get you back on track. It is to build those habits, to build the confidence that, hey, like you can do this, you can follow through, and you can get back to being that person that you want to be before COVID. I'm always going back to the emotion. And then 99% of the time, after 6 weeks, members, they're with us forever.
On the 6 weeks, and then if you want to graduate to being a member after, that's completely up to you.
Okay.
Drop the word graduate.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Cool. So look, what